What's up, guys and gals? My name is Splattercat, as you all know, or maybe you don't. Maybe you're new to this channel. If so, welcome. But anyways, as I was saying, my name is Splattercat. We're here playing Mount & Blade Warband one more time, which is always pretty sweet. I finally found the ransom vendor. That took me like 10 minutes outside of this episode to find him. Just wandering around randomly. Wait, is that a... Ooh, that's a Kurgeet caravan. I should hit that bugger. I should hit it. I should hit it like crazy. Let's get ourselves some more men-at-arms. And I'm going to move them up the chain so that they get deployed. We'll get some more warriors. Our footmen should obviously be trained, because if they're not, how will they know how to foot properly? And that'd be kind of humorous if you had footmen, but they actually kicked people in combat, like they had swords on their feet, so they literally were footmen. I was thinking about that the other day. It's kind of weird stuff that happens in my head because I'm addicted to puns and stupidity. It's a character defect. I can't help it. Well, I don't think we're going to run him down. Let's head back home, because I get a sneaking suspicion. Well, as I say that, maybe these caravans are so much quicker because they only have horsemen as guards. The caravans are easier to grab. What was that? Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. We had to capture a lord from the Kurgeets. We tried. Didn't work out for us. This is sort of one of those RNG quests that if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It is going to make our people mad, the people that are honor-bound, people that tend to give their word, like the second they handshake on something, they get grumpy if they have to go back on it. Those are the people in our group that are going to get a little peevish about it, but we don't care about Fardaman, or what do we care what he thinks. This town has been taken over by bandits, so let's jump in here and help out. I would prefer, because I know these bandits have ranged weapons. Let's set up over here so that we have partial defilade. And we've got a lot of villagers. We're not even using most of my units right now. As always, my unit isn't being used. But what can you do about it? All you can do is you can keep on trying and handing out the liquor, and eventually you hope that the unit gets used. But in this case, they are going to ride out on us. Let me see if I can help out a tad here. These guys coming down the hill, yeah, they all have bows, which is why I sort of wanted to force them to come up over the hill. Let's do a charge now. There we go. And so somebody actually did some crazy crossbow action right there and sniped him in the forehead while I was fighting him. That's okay. I'm gonna unhorse right now and just fight on foot, because this is kind of a little bit of a clustery mess over here. And as we run around, I'll just see if I can clip guys. There we go. A couple more damn. Oh, I got hit with an arrow. And if I can avoid getting pointy objects inserted into me, I think we should be okay to finish this. Hey, stop juking my sword, man. How dare you? You die when I command you to die, for we are Mad Dog McRiddle. We lead the Nerd Castle. Okay, so no casualties. We can take some goodies, or we can give them back to the people that they were stolen from. I'm going to take them as our just due. Oh, you little bastards. They don't even have... They don't even have anything. Hey, we still have some salt left, though. That's not so bad. Well, in that case, I should have given it back to everybody, because it would have boosted my honor, and they would have liked me way more, so I could have recruited more soldiers from their town in the future. Little weak right there, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Let's continue recruiting and running around. We'll go find some more enemies to fight with in this episode, just to make sure that all of our units are upwardly mobile, so that they aren't sitting around getting fat and lazy. We'll sell that last packet of salt, and as you guys suggested previously, I may do my grocery shopping while we're in towns, although the towns are a little bit unpredictable, which is why I tend to go to the city centers. I don't tend to shop for food until we are absolutely out of everything. Grab a couple fishies and some cabbages right there, which I'm sure is going to make for a lovely evening with the troop in the camp. It's going to sound like a wandering group of troubadour trumpet players are wandering through our camp after they get finished, but what can you do? We'll buy a couple more right there. Recruiting all along the way, although we are getting much, much slower. Swadia declared on us, as I said. Because we have some of their land under our control, I had a feeling they were probably going to declare on us before too long. We'll keep an eye on the remainder of the actions taking place, as we're more than likely going to be summoned very, very soon to do battle. Now that we've replenished our supply, we want to make sure we're training up some of these troops too. We don't want to be too far from home though. Let me see if maybe we can track down... Okay, we made peace with the Kurgeets, so at least we're not going 2v1 here. The AI loves to do that, by the way, especially Swati. If you're playing a Swatia, they're always at war with everybody. Swatians, I get the feeling they must be arrogant or something, because they are just always picking beef with just about all of their neighbors simultaneously, which is the problem. Fighting all alone isn't so bad, it's the simultaneous that gets a little bit old. Let's see if Boyar Taisa has a job to kill that bandit lair. No? I'm always a sucker for that quest. Whenever I see a bandit lair, I try to track down the Lord of the Kingdom so that I could potentially make a little bit of money. We should also start thinking about making a couple investments in our hometown. I suppose for now I'll just remind myself that it's there. And let's head out this way, back to our own land. There's not enough bandits out here to really level anybody up anyways. The bandit density is very, very disappointing. Let's jump into her skill menu and see what we've got. She's maxed out Power Strike. She's not doing too badly there. Her Weapon Master could be one higher. Power Draw could be a little bit higher. Her Shield skill could definitely be a tad higher. I don't know if I want her to be a horseman or not. I'm just going to make her a frontline shock troop. We'll give her Iron Flesh, which isn't the best investment. It's only 2 HP. I've always felt like Iron Flesh could potentially give you 4, and it still wouldn't be overpowered, because when you get hit in this game and it's a death hit, it's a death hit. I mean, there's no amount of HP in the game that's going to save you from some of those 100 damage hits you take from a crossbow every now and again. At the same time, it would make you a little bit more resilient on the front lines. I suppose I'll give her agility so that she can get some bonus weapon points so we can continue kind of beefing her up in the one-handed realm. 3 Nord warriors there. Continue upgrading our second line archers. We've now got a lot of men-at-arms, and once these turn into knights, we're going to have a very, very sizable attack force that we can send after the enemy, which should be pretty sweet. Let's get back home and maybe raid some caravans. Maybe burn some cities down in here. Any type of action we can get into, which will increase our profitability for now. I'd like to go back up after a few days and maybe buy a profitable industry in Sargoth, maybe one in Tyr, one in Wercheg. You always want to start with your home nation, because if it does get conquered, or it goes to war, let's say I make a profitable enterprise over here making tools or something. If Kura and the Vagirs go to war with us, they'll sequester that and I can't make any money from it. So whoever is your home base, you want to beef them up first. Count Grainwad has a huge amount of soldiers. We can't conceivably fight him properly. Chide has already been looted. What does he have? How many knights? That's usually, I do a head count of how many knights they have before I jump in. 6. I believe we can handle those odds. He's only got 60 bros running at us. I should more than definitely upgrade these footmen, though. I didn't see them at the bottom of the list, and that may backfire on me a tad. So, in reality, I'm going to back off this fight for just a minute, unless he can outrun me, which he can't. So I'm going to back off the fight. We might think about picking a fight with some forest bandits, though, just to help them over the hump with regards to upgrading themselves. Hold on, we got level ups to do. Well, don't turn around and walk the other way, man. Hold on. Got a trained footman there. We have no more recruits, right? Okay, good. Let's go back down. Can I outrun Meltor? Meltor sounds like a crazy weapon from Warhammer 40k. Our Meltors. Fire the Meltors! Alright, so we're going to tell him to surrender or die. It's going to be 63 versus 37. This fight is of negligible risk for us. Unless I just completely blow this one, we should be fine. Cavalry, I'm going to have them follow me. We're going to ride out over to the side over here, and in either case, one of two things are going to happen. The enemy is going to focus on us, and they're going to come around this way towards the cavalry, in which case we'll have them flanked with our infantry. We'll come from that direction. Or B, what we'll do is we'll lead a cavalry charge in just a moment that should pincer them. They do have a lot of crossbows, which always leaves me feeling nervous about that magic JFK bolt that always catches you in the side of the head while you're riding around. The rest of them, however, should be victims in this overall exchange. I'm going to send in the cavalry. And simultaneously, because they have so much range, I think I'm going to send in... This guy's just got recruits. He doesn't even have anything terrifying. He's pretty much running non-stop militia. You won't hear me complain about it. But at the same time, it doesn't make for a very interesting battle. These guys are pathetic. They're getting wiped out. My one guy in the center of that entire group killed like 8 of them. Because that's just how he rolls. How did that not decapitate him? Hold on. You can't dodge me, footman. Neither can you, peasant. There we are. So that was a battle of very, very little consequence, but we managed to get it done expediently without any losses. And we didn't capture the Lord, so the only reason in partaking that battle, the capture of the Lord, did not turn out in our favor, unfortunately. They're raiding Iberin down here. I suppose that did upgrade some of my troops. So let's get a few more sharpshooters, a few more warriors. Upgrade them to trained footmen. We'll do a head count on this double group right here. That's 100 men, but the difficulty of this fight is going to depend on how top tier their troops are. And the answer to that question is, for Rayfard anyways, Rayfard is rocking a pretty good troop selection. However, his accompaniment is not. We could probably take the battle if we had a few more Huskarls. If we had maybe 10 Huskarls, I would feel really good about that battle. But for now, he's got so much cavalry. He's got 13 men-at-arms and, count the knights total, 11 knights and 21 men-at-arms. That means we're going to get hit with a really, really substantial cavalry charge before we can get anything else done. Dirham has been given to Jarl Gerlad. Interestingly enough, I guess they didn't summon me in for that campaign, but we conquered Dirham. I don't hate that. That's pretty cool. Dirham sometimes has a nice selection of stuff. We can more than likely capture one of these guys right here. Oh, they've just got recruits. Let's do it. You can join the battle on the enemy side all you want. Surrender or die, fools. We're going to go 2-to-1 on these guys. Watch. This could backfire on me. Bear that in mind. Bear that in mind. I'm going to try... They obviously have me outnumbered. So we're going to want to play this one. We want to play the topography to our advantage. I bet before they even charge on us, they're going to be coming from this direction right here. There you go. I'll give you a little zoomy action. And I just wasted a crossbow bolt. Why is everyone charging? I'm pretty sure I told you guys to hold your ground. And I'm fairly positive I told the cavalry, oh no, I hit the keys in the backwards order. That's what happened. So I'm going to call them back. We've broke up their lines. And they're doing a sizable amount of damage, but that was my bad. My fingers were dyslexic in that case. Hopefully our men-at-arms can extricate themselves from that really, really nasty conflagration of pain. I'm in first-person mode. My fingers are working backwards. Just what is going on today, guys? What is going on? I must not have had my coffee, which is obvious because I hate coffee. It's disgusting. But we want to protect... We finally lost a man-at-arms, but he's only unconscious. It's alright. He's only unconscious, which is way better than being dead Zors. I'm going to position the archers up on the top of this hill now. And I may go mess with their cavalry. Ooh, we lost a man-at-arms. Men-at-arms, come and follow me. What is going on? You guys are just absolutely killing me here. Get over here. I gave the wrong command again. I am just failing. I mean, they've done loads and loads of damage, so I guess in my blunder, we didn't end up in a blender, but still... I don't know why my fingers aren't functioning the way I want them to today. What I like to do is get in behind them in these sorts of exchanges, although it's now collapsed into a big ol' ratty mess of grossness. And that guy's gonna get torn off his horse fairly quickly. We're not gonna sound the charge yet, and the reason for that is because they are going to catch some serious reinforcements in just a minute, and we don't want ourselves sticks to the wind when that happens. I'm gonna pick off some of these crossbowmen in the back so that they're not taking freebie shots at my lines while we're fighting. Oh, and I totally missed that one. Oh no. I tried to hit my right click right as that one came down the pipe. And unfortunately, we grabbed the pipe and just took everything it had to offer without even, we didn't even ask for compensation. We just took it there, which is a tad embarrassing. I hate it when the crossbowmen duck, and they duck down basically to pull. That guy's aiming at my horse. I saw that. That's a dick move. Leave my horsey alone. We haven't named this one. Ooh, I swung early because I was afraid my horse or I was going to eat a crossbow bolt. I'm going to keep this battle to myself right now. It's going to be a secret. Now we're going to sound the charge. Because they have our bowmen flanked. And so once the charge has been sounded, we should flank this little... I don't even know what this is. It's clearly not anything organized. It's just a mess. I'm going to get in here, kill some ranged guys in the back, as always. God. My aiming skills are just absolutely atrocious today. Which is weird, because I've been playing this game like all day, every day, and I've been happy with myself because I've been brushing up. There we go. Catching the rhythm. There is a rhythm to this game sometimes that you'll find yourself in. Ooh, he just tried to couch somebody. And couch he did. He killed one of our Nord warriors, actually. Weak. Uber weak sauce. Are all of my men-at-arms dead? Well, that plan went poorly, but we're not fighting the Kyrgyz anymore, so... Horsemen are not completely to our benefit, as they were previously. Help out a little bit. There we go. And the battle is won. We just went 2v1. Hopefully we'll catch a lord, so that we can ransom him back for a little bit of change. And Klargus and Murshad got away. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. I'll take the remainder of the helmets. I tend to go until the stuff isn't worth 50 dinars anymore, and then I just leave the rest for the wolves. Because who knows when a wolf is going to need a helmet? They might need a helmet. You never know. We've got Despin over there. We've also... Who have they been fighting with? Swadia has to have been fighting with someone before they got to us, because in complete and total, just sort of quantitative terms, they don't have a lot of top-tier units right now that are going to fight us. We need to defend Uxkhal. Okay. Oh, we took Uxkhal, too. I didn't even realize we had Uxkhal. God, we haven't been involved in this war at all. We've been left out. King Harlaus, what do you have? 28 and 6. That fight has the propensity to get really, really terrible for us. Let's upgrade some of these guys, because we need it. And none of our men... We only have 3 men-at-arms left. Super, super weak. However, everybody else did a pretty good job at leveling up. Move that knight on up, and I'll just make him my personal retinue then. He can just follow me around. Make sure that nothing terrible happens. I'm not going to fight Harlaus because, as you can see, he's got a cavalry force of like 40 dudes, which is a super scary mode. And was it Turaya that summoned us? There we are. So we have joined the campaign, although this is looking a little piss poor as far as a retinue goes. I doubt that we're going to be able to get anything done with just 200 guys. I'm going to help, yeah, let's help Jarl Gurlad here. What is this, 42? Oh, it's just Monte War? More people are going to jump in on this battle. Let's serve this one out. We've got a little bit of time left, so we'll do this little battle right here. And once this little battle's over, tomorrow we'll do the big battle. The one that actually matters. I should have left this in full command mode. But it doesn't look like I spawned any archers anyways. Almost everybody here is part of the enemy's force. Or I'm sorry, part of my allies' force. A little worthless shot that we're taking right there. There's only 30 guys. We really don't need to be lining up like this in some kind of... Oh, there's my archers. Hello, archers. Maybe hang out right there, archers. Maybe. Deal some damage to some of these backline soldiers. Smack his horse because I felt like I probably couldn't reach him anyways. And those archers are toast. It's weird that their entire column I'm gonna actually form a human shield right here to block my archers because I don't like the idea of losing some of those sharpshooters. You guys are right, I should more than likely go get Vagier archers because they're closer and easier to obtain. These battles always degenerate, and then I can't even tell who's on my side anymore. The little icons, I think, need a little less opacity. Always something I've had trouble with once you've got loads and loads of units everywhere. Help out with this knight. You saw right there, he's wearing that banded mail. Makes him very, very difficult to pierce. Makes him fairly impervious to any type of damage I could muster at him. When you're taking a direct sword to the spine and you only take 16 damage, down he goes. Good. So the little battle is done. We've gained a little bit of reputation with Gurlad. Montawar escaped. We did take a couple of captives. I'll take the caravan guards because we have no other way of replenishing our troops down here. We're also out of food. But I think I'll save this big battle for the next episode. I don't think we're going to have time to get through it. Oh, never mind. Well, we'll stop right here, and we'll do the battle in just a minute. So my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me in the Nerd Castle for another episode of Mount & Blade Warband. I look forward to fighting this big battle tomorrow. I'm sitting on the edge of my seat, but that's largely due to the fact that I've got like this weird thing. No, never mind. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!